It has been 1 week since we learned of the passing of Pope Francis. Tributes in his honor have been held around the world. And tonight, 6 on Your Side reporter Dominic Webster went to the Diocese of Knoxville for a special memorial mass. Dominic joins us now here in the studio with more on this story. Dominic.
Yeah, Bo, it was a somber but spiritual affair for all those who attended Mass at the Cathedral of the Most Sacred Heart of Jesus. Those I spoke with, thankful something like this was done here in Knoxville.
It broke me down. It made me sad because we lost somebody we love. It made me happy because he's in heaven. And as Catholics, we know that.
Monday's Mass garnered dozens of visitors as they all wanted to pay their respects for the beloved Pope Francis. Bishop Mark Beckman telling 6 News he visited the Pope last year after being named the new bishop for Knoxville.
He sat down and he said, "I haven't prepared any remarks, so please ask questions." So the bishops began to ask questions, and then each one of us had the chance to walk up and basically to say hello. And I told him who I was and where I was from, and then I told him, "We love you, and we're so grateful for everything you've done for the church."
Even for those who do not remember or were too young when Pope Francis was elected, this memorial Mass shined a light on what he stood for and what he did for the Catholic religion.
I was just getting to follow him a couple months before he died, or passed away, sorry. I've only heard a couple of things that my parents have said about him. That's really good. He's humble, he's a great guy, and he opened up the church to the group of diversity people where they are welcome to come into the church if they want.
With the Pope's passing brings in the ultra-secretive process of selecting a new Pope, known as the conclave.
It's a centuries-old process, shrouded in mystery, but essentially what it does is it guarantees, I think, confidentiality and the ability of the cardinals to really pray together and ask the guidance of the Spirit and to follow their conscience in voting for the next Pope.
Bishop Beckman explaining to 6 News what the feeling is like when white smoke signaling the election of the next Pope billows from the Sistine Chapel's smokestack.
Well, the excitement, of course, builds. And, who is this going to be? And I remember I was actually at the office when I got word that white smoke had come out. So I hurriedly went over to my house so I could turn the TV on and watched until he appeared on the balcony.
Bishop Beckman also telling me when the Pope chose Francis to be his name, it was a simple but powerful choice, especially when you think of St. Francis of Assisi and the town of Assisi. Beckman also hoping the new Pope is found soon, and whoever the new Pope is continues the work Pope Francis began in 2013. Bo?